What's going on, steering wheel holder? So, I wanted to bring this article about the decline in the truck transportation jobs, and it's the third biggest in the last decade. Let me explain. Okay, so biggest drop was in 2013 before. Now, we had in 2020, we had a pandemic, so it's understandable that we had a very big drop because nobody was working. So in 2020, it was 84,000, but that's just because of that particular situation, the pandemic or plandemic, whatever you want to call it. Right now we're experiencing a slowdown in the economy. You understand? We had a boom in the trucking industry the last couple of years. Boom, freight rates were high, fuel was low, like it was amazing. Some guys were pulling in $10,000, $12,000 a week, per truck. So you could understand that the trucking industry was doing very well. But for everything that goes up must come down. That's the nature of life. So right now we are experiencing some job losses because of the decline in the economy. So based on the February data, we had 14,000 less jobs in the trucking sector. So what I want to explain is this may be a continuation. There might be a continuation with this where we continue to see more and more trucking jobs that are lost. Now, trucking is, we've always looked at trucking as something that you can always get a job somewhere. That's how we look at trucking because you have your CDL, you can go anywhere you want to. But what if there are so many CDL jobs out here? What if? What if there are so many CDL jobs out here that we end up having more truck drivers than the demand for them? What if? It's just a what if. The other thing about that is our Federal Reserve would like to see a softening in the labor market. They would like to see a softening. That's how they put it, but pretty much they're saying they want to see people get fired. They want to see people lose their job. Imagine that. They want to see Americans lose their jobs. And nobody's in outrage about this, or no real outrage, because we actually should be somewhere, making our voices heard. Not protesting necessarily, but just finding a way to let them know we don't agree with this. So that's why they continue to raise interest rates. They want to dampen inflation and they want to see jobs lost. I understand that, the more people get jobs, the more people get raises, the tighter the labor market, higher inflation. I get it. But we have to understand this is negatively impacting Americans. And also, this is not like a whole, this just affects everyone at the same way. Everyone's affected differently when they raise interest rates. But not to go deep into that, just to explain, guys, we may be seeing the beginning of losses of jobs in the trucking market. We might be seeing that. So I would definitely recommend my best advice. If you're unsure if your company can maintain, low rates, high fuel rates, the high cost to maintain their truck, to, even keep employees running, employee retention, if these things become an issue for your company, they might have to just shut down business, just like, many other trucking companies that have been in existence for a long time, but they have to shut their doors because of, horrible, horrible things that are going on within our economy. And, it's just disappointing to see that our government is doing more things to negatively impact us than actually help us. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Go ahead and check out the article. It's very resourceful. And just be prepared that, if you have to find another job or just not be able to work for the moment, you put yourself in a good position. Peace.